welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Sure did.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. I need these little things, these affirmations that we're doing a podcast.
It's what we do.
It's what we do. It's not who we are. It's what we do, though.
Yes.
It's not what we're about. It's what we stand for. So,
totally.
If you're just finding us, we are two husbands, each other's husbands, and we watch The Real Housewives, and then we talk about it. We try not to recap. We just, if it's relevant and made us feel things or we have opinions, we try to give them. But yeah, if you are new to us, of course, please like us on social media. And follow us, subscribe, wherever you get your podcasts, wherever you got this podcast, in fact. So how are you?
I'm good. It's Thursday. It's almost the end of the week.
Yeah, work from home tomorrow. Yay!
Yeah, I just don't have to take the bus.
Yeah.
I do a bus to a car situation. We commute. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
I was telling you earlier, the story I was telling you earlier.
I know the story you're telling me earlier, but I think it's worth telling on the podcast.
Because it really cracked you up.
It did, because if you knew Jeff, you'd know that all of this is so out of character for him. So please, lay it on me.
So basically, a couple weeks ago, I think it was before the break in December, the bus I normally catch, drove past the bus stop because there weren't a lot of people there, because people left for the holidays, whatever. And so the only person who was there was someone I see every day getting on the bus at the stop, and we never talked. But finally, we had a reason to commiserate.
First off, how long have you been commuting by bus to San Francisco?
Oh, gosh.
To and from?
3 years. No, not
4
3
years. 5 years.
5 years since 2000.
5 years.
Since 21.
And his number one goal has just been to get on the bus and be left alone the entire time. And he has tried for years. He has actually gotten off a bus that one of our when Justin got on the bus, we have a friend who does the same commute, but not all the time. And he was he's like, oh God, Justin got on the bus. I thought I'd have to talk to him. And luckily he got off before he saw him.
And it's not anything against him. Now he doesn't listen. We're not outing it.
No, but Justin feels the same way.
Yes. It's I love him, but I don't want to talk to people. I want to either be on my phone or read a book. So yes, when I see him, we're from the same town, living in the same town, and sometimes by the same bus, and I'm like, crap. It's all about solitude. It's nothing against him. But yes, this person, I had never spoken to her, but I see her all the time on the bus. And so we started chit-chatting because it's the bus left us, da-da-da. So ever since, we now chit-chat at the bus stop, and she's invited other people who she knows who ride our bus. And then here's
that's the part that I love the most, is that you're like, oh God, now I have to talk to these other people now
Those
too.
3 women total, and I don't remember their names to save my life. I've heard them all. I don't remember them. So it's really, I'm just crap. And it's too late now to say, what was your name again? Because every time I see her, hi, Jeff, how was your day? How's your husband? And I'm like, crap. So it's a lot of chit chat about the weather or the bus and when's the bus coming and how was your day? And I don't need it. But very lovely women, I just don't need it. Luckily, this is at the stop. When we get on the bus, we go our separate ways, and and that's great. There's no let's sit down and continue this conversation.
Yeah, that'd be I got a book to read.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, today was a coworker's retirement party. So they took us out to lunch. A very nice lunch of expensive seafood. I had steak. It was delicious.
Yeah.
I have worked with her for 25 years, and I have had to say this to her in the past. I did not have to say it today, but when they were all talking that her husband's name was Bob, I was like, I had no idea. I've worked with this woman for 25 years. She was talking about her kids. I remember when her kids were little kids.
Yeah.
Now they're in their 20s. They've grown up.
They have kids of their own right now.
Don't ask me their names. No clue. I'm just one of those people that I just, don't retain information if I don't think I'm going to need it later.
But her name and
oh yeah,
relatively
a bit
about her story.
Yes,
but you just, the minute details. But
Yeah, it's the sort of thing, but I'm saying I'm with you in that even at parties, if I don't think I'm going to meet this person again, I'll remember their name for the course of the party, but then the minute I leave the party, it's just out of my brain. It's gone. And so when you go, especially with my job, I was I didn't think I'd be there for 25 years. I didn't think I'd be there for more than 2 years. And here I am.
Well, it's just funny because they're very nice, and I feel bad that I don't remember anyone's name. And I have a very good memory, but it really just torpedoed out of my head as soon as I heard it. So luckily she told me today the main lady, that she got another job closer to where she lives, so she doesn't have to commute anymore. I'm like, okay.
But you were secretly jealous too, weren't you? You're like, how do I get one of them jobs?
I was, but I was like, oh, great. Good for her. One, she got the job.
Yeah.
Good for me. I don't need to have this chit chat. But now the other two, when I see them, I'm going to be like, oh, great. Yeah. And again, lovely. I just don't want to talk to you. It's
your commute. It's the same thing. Like, driving by myself in the mornings when I don't drive you to the bus and stuff. I like my valuable alone time. So it's rare. So yeah, but it's nice that you have something to break up your solitude.
Well, luckily it's only at the stop.
At that one bus stop.
Yeah,
true.
Because if they try to talk to me on the bus, I would say I have a book. I have a very important book to read.
So today they were talking about this woman who retired, and Jennifer's her name. And she was saying like, yeah, when I was coming into the office before you let me work remote, I was commuting 2 hours each way. And I was the only one who had a drink. And I wanted to be like, here, hold my cocktail. Seriously. Let me tell you about my husband.
Right.
But of course,
girl,
I did not make it about me.
You don't know.
So.
Unlike Sutton.
Well, that's why Jennifer's retiring, is because she couldn't stand to be around me anymore. No, kidding.
Yes.
So, tonight's episode.
Things happened. Things really happened in the way that I didn't expect.
Yeah.
And they really dinner partied. I mean, nothing will ever compare to the flashback to the dinner party from hell.
Right.
It was the dinner party from Awkward.
Yes, it was very awkward.
We will get to that. Where did it start?
What I'm looking forward to is everyone, I don't think this is going to be the thing that makes all the subreddits about Housewives be like, finally something's happening on Beverly Hills.
Right.
But everyone's just been so like, Beverly Hills is so boring. Alex Baskin ruins every show he works on. Not that I know Alex Baskin or really have any opinions about his production work. Everyone's just saying that like Beverly Hills is a snooze, Orange County's been, all these shows are just bad.
And he reaches both. So
people are even... Yeah, and people are even saying Salt Lake this season was bad. And
I think the second part was bad.
Yeah.
And these are I feel like the pro Lisa Meredith people.
I agree.
Which we could go hardcore down that road again, but we already did that.
Yeah, we already did that. So watch our other episode.
But there's rumors about how they are going to maybe replace the production company,
right?
Replace the showrunner, and also do a cash shakeup on Salt Lake. I don't think it needs a cash.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyway, this whole idea that Beverly Hills is like just so boring all the time. I'm like, it's just a different show.
Yeah, and look, it wasn't like jump out of your chair exciting last week in Sedona,
right,
or the other episodes before that. But it still I held my interest, and I guess something to talk about.
I was about to say, didn't you jump out of your chair? But I realized that's when we were watching Traitors.
Oh my God, no spoilers. But
Jeff was all over the room during Traitors.
I really was. I was having a moment, just like gasping. Whenever we were watching shows and something really. Whatever happens, I will grab on the Scott as if like
it usually starts with something very awkward happens when you're like, oh, someone's gonna make an ass out of themselves. Like just no,
don't do it.
Yeah.
And then they do it.
And they do it.
I'm just basically
just like yeah. So no, but you were not doing that at Beverly Hills.
No.
Where did this episode start? Was it Beau's going to meet?
Rachel and Chanel buying everything in Chanel.
Yes. Vintage Chanel. Yes.
Vintage Chanel. All great pieces. Just I love how much she loves to shop and come on. Oh gosh. Now this.
I just hope I have money left in my account when I leave.
Yes.
It's like maybe that is when she said it's like a disease, I'm like, yeah, that does sound like it might be a bit of an addiction. But
there's a whole movie called Confessions of a Shopaholic.
God, do not watch that. Actually, I don't know that I ever did watch that.
I did.
Who starred in that?
It's
Isla Fisher?
Yes.
Okay. Isla Fisher?
Yeah, she formerly...
Yeah. She Borat's wife?
Yes, not anymore, though. I think they got divorced. Yeah.
I thought they were still together.
I think they're divorced.
I don't pay attention to really.
I think so.
And Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
I shouldn't just call him Borat's wife.
Borat's wife.
I mean, if I did call him Borat's wife, I'd say Borat's wife.
My wife. And now you're Justin.
And now I'm also, yeah. Okay. So, anywho.
Anyways, yeah. So we watched her shop, and then Bose came in and gave an update about her journey.
Mm-hmm.
And
apologized for not being able to go to her party.
Right.
In the
week. Then they segued into side-eyeing Amanda. And it was, the side-eye was warranted,
mm-hmm.
and it continued on throughout the episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we cut to with that to Amanda in Newport Beach.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about how her kids are growing up as if it's the 80s with no devices and it's so wholesome. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
And then what annoyed me is when she was telling her husband about what happened in Sedona and how Sutton reacted to the Yavi thing.
Oh, right.
And she got so cold, and he clutched his pearls and said, "She always doesn't know you because she doesn't know that you'll cut a bitch." And
A couple more strikes and you're done with that bitch or something like that.
Yeah, they'll cut a bitch. I'm like, well, sir, no.
Yeah.
No, you don't know the whole situation. You only know her side.
Right. But I mean, he's supposed to just support his wife blindly. You know,
right.
That's what happens on housewife shows.
Right.
They expect that. So
that is true. That is true. We'll see more of him next week. We saw in the preview when Kyle and Mauricio go back to the house.
Right.
And yeah.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
It's like, what happened to my floors?
Yeah. What did you do? Was that when we first learned about Zion?
No, it was later on, but we can go to that.
We can go to that. That's
very deeply sad story about how she lost one of her sons. They were twins, and Zion didn't make it, and I don't know her story. I only know about the whole manifesting thing and all that, her business, so I didn't know about her son.
Yeah, it does make me wonder, like, if it's not the sort of thing that you'd expect to find in a book about manifestation. Like, I don't even want to like bring up hypotheticals because it just makes me sound callous and cold. But like, that's not the sort of thing that you introduce into while you're trying to think about money. By the way, this happened to me.
Yeah, it wouldn't come up, but it did come up. We saw a flashback to Bose's party, the matchmaking party, where she brought it up.
Right.
So it got out there. It just the producer shows, and we understand why now to focus on it now.
Right.
So it was very sad, the fact that she's been trying to connect with his spirit, and only her husband has been able to. And yeah, it's like it kind of stopped me cold because I said, well, we don't. Where do you go from there?
Especially because it just came off of a scene, kind of some scenes of like, boy, Amanda sure is, a blowhard.
Right. We're all side-eyeing Amanda. Cut to, well, let me tell you about my
tragic loss. Yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely, wonderful editorial manipulation, but,
ups and downs.
And but yeah, I mean, it's something that like, it's like, okay, that's good. We're learning things about her. It's the sort of thing that, I don't know. Like,
well, because we only have these two notions of her, of the manifesting thing, I'm a rich as fuck.
Right.
And, well,
I'm going to one-up you.
I'm going to one-up you, yeah.
Right,
so I'd be like one-upping. And she's very annoying in Sedona with all the business calls in the car. And so it would be, I thought we would get more, and now we did.
Right.
Because I thought surely they're going to focus on her and her family, and I just didn't know this story, so I was very taken aback, and so yeah,
it made me.
But that's also where we learn it's approaching the anniversary of her son's death.
Right.
So yes.
Right.
Yeah.
That must also be really tough because, like she said, it was within 5 days. So it's like you're celebrating your one twin's birthday, and then knowing that that's around the corner, like. I don't know, like it's sort of thing where I did think for a minute that like it must be difficult parenting wise to, to feel what you feel about what happened, but also protect that from your child.
Right.
Like, and how like there's just no way that doesn't bleed over. Like, happy birthday. And then why every week after my birthday is mommy really, really sad?
Yeah. It's like, it's this whole thing of being so thankful for the child that you do have, but then also mourning the loss of what it could have been.
Right.
And it, just to have him there for a few days and then to lose him, she said the first time I held him, that's when he died in my arms. It's so tragic.
Yeah. I mean, that sounded to me one of the situations where like they took him out of the NICU, out of the incubator and said, he's got, probably it sounds like to me, like, do you want to hold him before that happens?
Yeah.
And that's when they agreed to let that happen. So it's really, really sad either way.
Yeah.
We get Kyle and Sutton at the infrared spa.
Right.
Which I looked up because I was like, oh, I wonder where that is because there was a lot of traffic driving by. I couldn't find any more named Elevate Infrared Spa, but that's on 3rd Street in downtown. Like I just downtown LA. I just don't imagine Kyle and Sutton just going downtown LA.
Downtown LA has come a long way.
That's true.
When we went there,
and
passed through, and we
yeah.
thought, wow, this is a whole different situation from when I lived there. When you don't go downtown,
yeah.
So
interesting. Also, can we talk about Kyle getting the wrong keys?
Oh my God.
Trying to back out of her driveway. Oh, I walked up to one of my many 5 cars.
All my black cars, and like
I had to imagine that some of those are like the daughters.
Yes, and one of them, thinking mom wasn't going to use that car parked behind her.
But there was plenty of room for her to get.
Plenty of room. She could have gone to the grass. It would have been fine. But it was just so funny. She's like,
oh, gotta drive the G-Wagon.
Today is not my day.
Yeah. But then they went to the infrared spa.
So Kyle could be...
So why?
So Kyle could just talk shit about Jennifer Tilly. I don't mean to laugh because I feel bad for Tilly, but it was really just so.
What? So the problem?
I don't feel like the message wasn't completely conveyed correctly.
It was not at all.
It went from Kyle telling Sutton this, Jennifer's talking about you. She didn't like how you snapped at her. She's venting to me and said Sutton makes it all about herself, and that's one of the reasons why Garcelle left.
But I don't really even feel that, like, I feel like Kyle did her best to say that, but that's not what Kyle said, I don't think. Kyle even got it a little bit wrong in reading.
No, that's not what Jennifer said. Exactly. It was verbatim.
No, what Jennifer said was what you just said, that she told Kyle, like...
Right, but that's not what Kyle said to Sutton.
Right.
And then Sutton repeats it to Erica, and then Sutton then repeats it to
Tilly.
As... Kyle said that you said I stir things up, and
which I was like, what?
Yeah,
that's not what happened. And then on top of that, when she's telling the whole group that she's like, and then I just told Jennifer that I was gutted by it. It's like, were you gutted? That's not what you even said. Like, you amped up the drama of it now, telling to the whole group.
Right. So let's continue the thread. One, you say to Kyle, I'm going to have to talk to Jennifer Tilly about this. Immediately met a couple days later in front of everybody
when cameras were there.
After you told Erica and vented to her and then talked about it with Kyle. Like, it was just, I think she could have done better by her friend Jennifer Tilly, knowing that Jennifer wasn't being malicious.
Right.
She was just venting because she felt hurt that Sutton snapped at her. Sutton shouldn't have snapped at her. And so they get to the party, and again, Sutton relates it wrong. And because it's a telephone game now.
Worst telephone.
And worst of all is Jennifer can't remember what she said, which sucks, because then she can't say, that's not completely what I said. This is what I said.
Right.
And I wasn't coming at you, and I wasn't trying to gossip about you. I was just venting. Here I go.
But see, let me.
Here I go.
Oh.
As people who think, I know who you are, that I'm a Kyle apologist. Kyle shouldn't have done that. And she really... Jennifer was venting to her and thinking this is a safe space. And like Kyle flipped the story a little bit. Not flipped it, but like got it wrong.
Right.
And really got Jennifer in trouble. And I feel bad for Tilly, and I'm a little like, why would you do that, Kyle?
Well, I mean, she's trying to stir things up, and production asked her to. But, the thing is that she didn't have to get it twisted. She could have just set it back the way it was, and it would have been drama enough, I feel.
Or she could have said, you know what, I feel like Jennifer has some feelings left over from Sedona, and it'd be best if you sat down with her because I don't want to get this wrong.
Well,
she should tell you what she said.
I think the juice comes from her just repeating it anyway, but the fact that she repeated it incorrectly, whether that was on purpose or misremembering, that's where it gets shady, and it's not cool. What I do like about it, though, is mainly because I operate this way, too. It's like Tilly was just like, I don't remember what I said. I say so much shit all the time. Like, I'm just talking, talk. Like, I know I did say stuff to Kyle. I don't remember what it was, but I just like that they're friends enough where I'm sure Sutton was like, oh yeah, okay, I know you. That makes sense. And was just like, Tilly had the forethought, and she explained it later to say, like, I always am so protective of you that, like, I, wouldn't be saying anything maliciously. Like, yeah, I was frustrated, and, she could own up to saying something, but she didn't necessarily know.
Right, but then she immediately apologized, which is nice, but I feel she took too much of the burden.
Oh, for sure.
On herself, and I feel like Sutton said she shouldn't have said it in her confessional, but she didn't say it to Jennifer's face.
Yeah.
And I felt that was wrong because it started from you snapping at her.
Mm-hmm.
And, so maybe she shouldn't have said something to Kyle. Obviously not, because Kyle ran with it. But still, like, you started it.
The issue ended up becoming about Tilly talking behind Sutton's back instead of Sutton apologizing for treating
for
Tilly
kicking
like
this
crap.
off. Yeah. And when Jennifer said, I'll do better, I was like, oh, is that what she said?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
As we misremember.
Make sure I get that right. Yeah. You know, I'll try to do better as a friend. And it's like, no, Jennifer, you should. This is a friendship. You know, you didn't let her down.
Right.
You know.
But I mean, insofar as, like, you know, I should do better and make sure that, like, I'm not speaking, you know, ill about you around others.
I mean, in an ideal world, in a non-Housewives world, she would have taken it straight to Sutton shortly thereafter.
Right.
And said, you made me feel bad when you snapped at me. And, you know, I don't want to end up like Garcelle. I think we have a really strong friendship.
Right.
I don't want us to part ways that way.
Do you think it's going to come up later that between Tilly and Kyle? Do you think Tilly's going to be like...
If I was Tilly, yeah, I would say something, you know, because also when they got to the dinner table, and I interpreted it one way, you interpreted it another, when Sutton said, I spoke to Jennifer, and she doesn't remember, or saying it that way. And Kyle basically said, so you think that I'm wrong? Or like,
or do you think I made it up?
I think I made it up, or I think, yeah.
Yeah, that's what she
said.
And
they laughed about it, and then they started talking about it with Jennifer, and Jennifer got very uncomfortable and said, I think we're making a mountain out of a molehill.
Well, once everyone else started chiming in, especially.
Yeah.
I don't think Kyle was like being like, do you think I made it up? I think she was like Kyle was kind of trying to head off at the fact, like, you don't think I made it up, do you? And just because that's obviously a lot of places housewives go is like, oh, you're making this up to cause shit. So I think Kyle was just kind of confirming, you don't think I made it up, do you? Where maybe, I don't know, now I'm wondering, is Kyle guilty of having made up or purposely misspoke, and she's just trying to cover her ass on that? But either way, I feel like Kyle's definitely being shady bringing it up to her in the first place.
There was definitely, yes.
And she could have definitely downplayed it if she was really concerned about how it was going to come off, but she didn't. And so
wanted them, or tried to bring them together. You know, let's not let this get ahead of us or get away from us. You guys are great friends.
Yeah,
you know,
that'd be doing too much, though, I think.
Yeah, but if you really care about both of them, and you know how hurt Sutton was by being ghosted by Garcelle, you wouldn't want her to. Yeah. Because also, I felt at the dinner table, Sutton was really happy to have Kyle's attention, and was almost like, oh, Jennifer, whatever. Kyle's paying attention to me, and she's telling me what Jennifer's saying about me behind my back, and like, we're united now. And it felt like Jennifer was being left out of that.
Right.
And she could tell she was very upset. Like, she's upset when she spoke to Sutton one-on-one. And then in this moment, it felt like she was about to cry early when she spoke to Sutton. And I felt really bad for Tilly.
Yeah.
Because she has a really good heart. And she wasn't being malicious. She wasn't trying to be an asshole.
Right.
You know?
But she was just trying to express that she felt a certain way. And that's where it's like, Tilly should not need to apologize for that, because it's like, look, you made it all about you. That's the thing, is that was never brought into the conversation, and that's what the first half of the complaint was about, was that Sutton makes it all about her.
And she's proving it by making Jennifer's hurt feelings about her.
Right.
And you get Jennifer to apologize to you,
right,
when really you hurt her to begin with.
Right.
So it's not a good look for Sutton,
anyone involved.
Kyle. Yeah. Or Jennifer too. Yeah.
So, well, backing up from the dinner, power goes out on the block. That was kind of cute. Kathy fanning her hair, or talking about it anyway.
Rachel freaking out. Yeah. Why does this happen to me? My crown.
The house looked amazing. The food looked amazing. All of it looked great.
New girl,
Natalie. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like her. Are we gonna like her? Do we know anything about her?
I don't know anything about her.
There she is.
Yeah,
that's all we know about her, really.
I think we know that she was more conservative in her dress.
Well, she's married to an older man. She's married to a 65-year-old man.
Simon Fuller.
Yeah,
who produces Idol and all those other shows. And now they're going through a divorce, so she'll fit right into this group.
Yes.
And I think, this is her new era, as Rachel said. And so if she wants to, as she said, show her vagina in this dress, there you go.
Erica, you should show your vagina if you want to.
Yeah, so matter of fact.
The way she said it was almost as though she was like, are you expecting me to do that right now? Like, no, I'm not.
I just met you.
Exactly. So
dinner party.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, that's when we learn. Oh, we forgot that Dorit met with her new management.
Oh, right. Yeah, going back
and
to
we got to see her fashion spread, which we'd seen. I saw on social media,
Okay.
like some photos of that. I was like, okay, great, Dorit.
I knew as soon as they sat down that they were going to talk about their book.
Right.
Yes. Because her book, her tagline is basically the title of her book.
Oh, really?
Being unbothered or
Oh,
something.
really?
Yeah.
So it's not CAPRI Room, a memoir?
That's what it should be. He says this to me, and I couldn't stop laughing.
I want everything about Dorit to be about the CAPRI Room.
CAPRI Room, a memoir.
I think if I have time tomorrow morning before work gets busy, I'm gonna make a little fake book cover. It's gonna be on Instagram or TikTok. I'm gonna do something with that. I just need.
Please do.
I need Dorit Kemsley. What's her maiden name? We knew her maiden name. I looked it up once because it's not
Brown.
It's not what you'd think it is. I'll look that up later.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when we learn about her book, and that's when all that back and forth. And so, this is why I kind of like Amanda. And people were saying this online that like Amanda's what this show needs is just someone who's just delusional, like who's just come to it and just like not quite filtered or just not quite right, because the way she's just like, well, so you have a ghostwriter, like you just don't sit down and write the book, but the fact that she just can't even help herself, it's just so ingrained in the way that she speaks that she's like, well, when I wrote a book, I just sat down and wrote it. And it's like, well, good for you.
Right. I love the cut to Erica. I had a ghostwriter. Right. Surely Dorit will have a ghostwriter.
Or else it's not coming out.
Right.
Yeah. But, and I did like that everyone was like, well, you must have just had a lot of time to write, and it's like, okay.
She manifested that book.
But the problem is she's not wrong. But the fact that she kept going on, well, I guess I'm just a writer then, if you had to say that I'm just a writer.
I mean, she was a journalist, she said, in her former life. I don't know.
I don't remember the details on that.
I don't know that.
But, she's just so blunt, but in such
it's very matter of fact.
Yes.
And you don't realize what you're doing, and others are looking at you as if you lost your mind.
Right.
For saying, she says the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And it's real awkward,
Not on purpose, but on purpose. Like, it's just not malicious.
I don't think she's being an asshole, but it doesn't mean she's not being an asshole.
Right. It's so weird.
Yeah.
So I can see why they brought her on.
It's off-putting.
Yeah. But although with her Newport Beach house that she rented for an entire year just for weekends, she should be on OC.
Totally. I would love her on OC. She would agitate Shannon's spirit so badly. Yes.
It would be good to watch.
Like, she would throw Gina and Emily for like, what?
Yeah, that would be good. They missed an opportunity, or we don't know yet because the season is not over.
Correct.
So then the medium, or not the medium, the tarot. I like when she's like, we have a psychic here. It's like, no, you have a tarot card reader. And I don't want to shit on tarot because a lot of people really believe that. And who am I to say? But just because of that one experience at your holiday party where we had that tarot reader in the closet,
I had and he came for a different party at another work event, and again. I told you with the crappy read.
Oh, right.
It just felt, I would think maybe I was expecting more.
Yeah. So the tarot cards also, like, I was being driven a little bit nuts by everyone. Like, if she'd flip over a card and be like, oh, I know what that means. And it was just like, just let the woman do her job.
Right.
You don't need to be guessing what all these
tarot
mean.
For you. Yes.
Right. You don't need to guess or predict what these tarot cards mean.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
I loved the gossip train at the party. Once we're dealing with the whole Tilly, Sutton, Kyle thing. And then, when Amanda makes that comment of Dorit's book, that unites them with Rachel and Dorit and Erica. And then Sutton comes over. Well, she said about, let me tell you, Dorit, what she said about you and PK, and just whips it all up. It was great. It was just good petty until it wasn't petty.
Right. Before we talk about how it got not petty.
Yeah.
I was surprised because I don't remember it even from the scenes that they were showing, but then when they showed enough of them, I don't remember her just co-signing what Kyle was saying. I thought that she said enough of it on her own.
Yes.
That it was her own opinion.
Yes.
So I felt like it was kind of shitty that she was throwing Kyle under the bus on that. Though it is true, she and Kyle were talking
saying
about
that
it.
she shouldn't say those things about PK, and then conveniently, Kyle doesn't remember saying that.
Yeah. Which I thought for half a second, especially when Amanda told Dorit what was going on, I thought that Dorit was going to pivot to Kyle.
I did too.
And just be like...
I really thought when she said that whole comment about, so it's you versus Kyle who's known me for like 10, 12 years. And I thought, oh shit, here we go. Yeah. But no, she was laser focused on Amanda because like Sutton like hyped her up. Again, Sutton loves now being a part of the girl about this clique. She's like,
definitely
ooh, I'm talking to Erica. Ooh, I'm talking to Dorit. Ooh, Kyle's telling me stuff. She is living for it.
So when Dorit changed the subject.
No, it's what I thought was so funny is that they're having the Kyle Tilly Sutton thing,
I was gonna say.
And they're going around and around, and Dorit is just thinking. You could tell she's just thinking to herself, "Shut up! I want to talk to Amanda and have this moment." And so then she says, "You're gonna be fine."
Like, I know that about you guys. You're gonna be fine.
You're fine. Like, oh, yeah, we're fine. So speaking of taking things out of context or whatever she said, and pivots to Amanda.
I think she's putting things in context, is what she said.
Yeah.
Trying to get some context from Amanda.
So, and then lays into her about, well, I heard you're saying, I did not expect.
No one expected that.
For Amanda to say, I'm holding on by a thread. Today is the anniversary of my son's death. Where do you go?
She didn't even say my son's death. She said Zion's death, because that's what caused Kathy to be like, is that your dog?
Oh, which kill me now.
Right. So cringy.
I'm under the couch.
No, how would Kathy know? She wouldn't.
Right. Kathy was not at the Bose party with the whole,
So cringy. But like the fact that no one else the fact that Kyle or anyone didn't just grab Kathy, that's her son. Like.
When Amanda said it, no, Zion was my son.
Right.
So yes, I'm holding on by a thread. Today is the anniversary of Zion's death. And then the room goes silent and you don't know what to say to that.
Yeah.
And we have the Kathy kerfuffle, whatever,
Dorit starts to backpedal a little bit, I feel.
Yeah.
And then can't find her way out of it. So she just goes straight into it, I feel.
Goes right back to it.
Goes right back to it. So, again, Amanda might be a little weird and off, but she's not wrong.
The second she said that, and Dorit almost, she said, okay, I'm, because very sorry. This isn't the right time for this conversation. Like she said, backpedals and then goes front pedaling back into it. But I don't understand why you would say that. It should have just stopped right. As soon as Amanda said that thing, there's no way, even if you are surely on the right here, there's no way you can move past her dead child.
It really seemed that Dorit was focusing on like, this is not the right time, but we're going to have when it is the right time. And then when Amanda engaged in it slightly, she's like, okay, so it is the time. But
unless they cut something out, because it just seemed very quick of, it's not the right time. Well, and then Amanda got back into it because she wanted to prove her point.
Right.
Brought Kyle into it. Kyle was like, no, not me. And then we got back into it. And
maybe Amanda thought by bringing Kyle into it, it would be like, okay, I can just sit here again, and it'll become Dorit and Kyle. that might have been it.
But no, Dorit was laser focused.
Yeah.
And I don't know why she didn't stop there. There's no way you're going to win this. And for then Amanda to say again, the quiet part out loud, I just told you that this is the anniversary of my child's death, and you keep talking.
I could see Dorit, because I was kind of thinking it as well, but the look on Dorit's face was like, okay, but he didn't just die yesterday. Like, it was kind of like the look on her face.
I don't know if it was like that look. It was more so, okay, but I'm going to keep going because you seem to want to keep going, but you tell me not to keep going. It was very confusing.
No, I got off of Dorit that it was like, okay, it's an anniversary of, but it's not like it just happened last year or
it's not that. No,
okay.
She's a mother too. Like I think it was more so, I want to be sensitive, but I'm so head in this direction and I can't stop this train.
That's
because Dorit can't help herself from talking. She knows she shouldn't, but yeah, she didn't know where to go with this except forward.
Right.
And it was real wrong. And Amanda and everyone else was just like, oh shit.
And I think Amanda did the right thing by like, I just need to leave.
I need to leave. I need to go home.
And even then, Dorit was kind of getting on to like, why would you come to this party if you're not in any,
well, then no, because then it became, well, why didn't we know?
Oh, right.
And which isn't a good look.
No.
Because Dorit expressed it so firmly in a confessional. Why didn't she? I knew her son died. Why did I not know today was the anniversary? Well, now you know, but you still kept going.
Right. And even then, like, it's not her job to share her trauma with you, like every step of the way.
She only told Kyle, which was in some sort of confidence before they left to the party. If I seem off, that's why.
Right.
And, I think that's all she needed to do. But she didn't see this coming.
Right.
She didn't see Sutton going to Dorit and then Dorit being activated.
Right.
So, but Dorit had the out of, I'm so sorry, this is definitely not the right time. Let's just table this for now. That should have ended it.
And Kathy, I don't know whether I don't think I like that she went after her. You should have just let Amanda go. Alone.
I don't know
what... That's just further like poking the wound at that point. It's like, well, there's someone who got so upset that they had to leave the party, and you're going to be like, no, can you wait?
Because then you wouldn't let her leave.
Right.
She was about out the door, and production must have stopped her.
Right. Because
she was like, oh, why I want to go.
Right.
But then for Dorit and Kathy and Erica to saunter up and, and had that moment at the door, which again, I would have just said, now's your second out, Dorit. But no, you keep saying, well, but you seem to want to engage in the conversation. Do you want to engage in the conversation? Do you not want to engage in the conversation? Tries to wipe her tear. Vanna says, don't touch me. It just,
Yeah.
It
was rough. It was rough. It was
so
sure.
rough as a viewer to not just.
It made me wonder, why. It seemed like a very personal moment, and I guess it's reality TV, and so but it seemed like almost it almost crossed the line of this is really heavy shit, and now we're kind of witnessing it happen. It was just
witnessing this mother her trauma. Yeah. And these women.
And again,
not totally respecting trauma. I shouldn't say women. I should say Dorit.
Yes. Well, and then when she said, everyone's like, I'm so sorry that happened. And then Amanda was like, you don't need to be sorry. Only one person should feel sorry now. And again, she's not wrong.
No, she's not.
Oh, so yeah. But then, Dorit made it all about herself, even with the apology, coming out there. And it was just
I'm surprised she didn't say, I'm sorry, but you really should have told me about this.
Yes, right. It was any right of hers to even know in the first place.
No, it was a really bad look for her.
Yeah, but I mean, it was. I don't even want to say it was good drama. I feel almost bad for witnessing.
It was.
Yeah,
we're not saying her trauma equals entertainment.
No,
I'm just saying the whole circumstance around it,
right?
The party and how it all went very, very left was very entertaining.
Yes.
So
we're bad people.
We're not
all of us. Everyone who loves Housewives are bad people.
Who's a bad person is Alex Baskin because he produced all this.
Shut up.
He produced this.
Shut up. No. We all know who a bad person is, and it's Dorit. Kidding.
No. But then we get next week where Dorit is going after Amanda and her manifesting business and the book and calling it a cult. Somewhere Mary Cosby was like, oh, good.
Yeah. Finally, someone else.
Yeah, focus on her.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how that goes.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to seeing Kyle go back to her old house with Mo. And just when Kyle said, could you, I'm just thinking about what would have happened, what things would be like if we never left here.
Which funny, it plays into this whole, she's brought up before of they got so focused on their careers and this fame that came from Housewives and so she got bigger and then his business got bigger and then yes, we need an even bigger house than this. So I think that's what she's saying in that moment of we got away from each other because we were so focused on things and this embarrassment of riches, and instead of focusing on our marriage.
Yeah.
So
that would drive me, like, I don't know, like going into your old house.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
It's one thing to see pictures of it online, which you'd clearly seen, but then to be in the room, be like, oh, this is the place. It'd be like if we came back to this house like 20 years from now and someone else owned it and it was done all differently. It'd be like, oh, but wait, that's supposed to be the podcast wall.
Right.
This is weird.
Doing that. Or, it's when last year when Sutton went back to her home where her father committed suicide. Right.
Yeah, I'm very nostalgic for places. So,
we also, Bo's had the egg retrieval.
2 eggs.
2 eggs.
Which, something.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's not pregnant now. No. So I wonder.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, we'll get some more details on that.
Yeah,
I thought the whole, her going to Vegas and everything was interesting, and her showing all that, and it was good.
Yeah.
So.
No, I like seeing her journey, and
I forgot that when she was retelling her situation, I forgot that she, lost a child, and had a difficult time with
difficult pregnancies.
Yeah, difficult pregnancies. So it's good to remember. And then it was sort of the thing when she started talking about how, like, when she first said, like, I hope that Keely, is satisfied, it's like, I was like, oh, that's not.
Is that what she said?
She said, like, I don't want, I want to make sure that he's, satisfied. And I don't know that he would be if he couldn't have kids because he really wants kids.
And this really has to, go right.
Right.
Yeah.
And so part of me is like, oh, I don't like hearing people like, especially something as personal as, growing a child, putting that like just on the sake of making a man happy or something. But
I don't think it's
but I think then she brought it up with like, no, I really love this person. It's important to him to have a child in his life, and this would be his only chance to do that. So I want to see if I can make that.
And it's important to me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's this idea. Similar to, I guess, the Caroline Stanbury Sergio situation.
I'm familiar. I'm familiar with this concept. Caroline Stanbury and Sergio. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm familiar. I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
Weird.
I'm being quite weird.
Yeah.
Also, I'm realizing it's hotter than blazes up here at the sweater.
Well, you're wearing that sweater. Yeah.
It's a great sweater, though.
By the way, this is Scott's sweater. If you're watching on YouTube, and it's funny because my boss said, "Oh, I like your sweater." I'm like, "Oh, great, it's Scott's." He's like, "Oh, that's cute that you wear each other's clothes." I'm like, "Yeah, it is the benefit of being a gay couple and being a similar size that we can wear shirts and sweaters."
But it looks really good on you.
Yeah.
And I love that sweater when I wear it, and I love it when you wear it.
Yeah, it looks really good on you, too. Yeah.
So we should start wearing each other's clothes more often.
Yes. This is the sweater I got him for Christmas, by the way.
I love it because it is very 90s.
It is very nice. It's very hey dude.
It's oversized, and like I was walking around the office today and I felt like I could wear it as a sweater dress if I wanted to, if I like belted it.
It's very Arizona, like
it is.
Maybe Sedona. Do you remember that it was the Arizona Jeans Company?
Yes.
I remember one year going back to school shopping with my mom, and I got 2 different vests from there, colorful vests.
Man,
it was the 90s. I was in middle school.
It was the mid 90s that had the vest trend.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like 94, 95-ish area. When is that going to happen? When are we going to get the vest trend back?
It's just so weird thinking back, like, I would never wear a vest, but me, circa 19 whatever and 11 years old, was like, yes, I want 2 vests, 2 different colors from the Arizona Jeans Company. That was at JCPenney, I believe.
I think it was. Yeah. I was thinking it might have been Mervyn's, but I think JCPenney was my initial thought.
I remember it was definitely a department store.
Yeah, I know that JCPenney, Mervyn's was a department store.
But like it was off by itself. JCPenney was in the mall.
Mervyn's were in the mall.
I thought Mervyn's was
at our mall.
Destination.
No, at our mall. Well, we had a Destination one here in town, but there's one at the mall up north.
Oh, I only know them as the Destination store.
Really?
Like Old Navy.
Right. Well, people always say, like, I miss Mervyn's. Mervyn's is great. I'm like, yeah, it still exists. It's called Kohl's. Like, every Mervyn's closed.
Oh, right.
And then when Mervyn's closed, Kohl's popped up in their place. It's like, it's the exact same damn store.
I do enjoy Kohl's, too.
I do enjoy Kohl's as well.
Mm-hmm.
I have vests downstairs in the closet, like they're sweater vests, though, so they're a little bit more. And there's some that I love very much, but every time I wear them, I feel like I'm dressing like Ellen DeGeneres, circa like
Get out of my head. I was trying to focus on what lesbian should I reference here?
Right. It was Ellen.
Yeah.
And so then, and also because I like wearing sweater vests with like a t-shirt because that's like the style of the time.
Yeah.
But then whenever I do that, like I feel like my neck's all fat, and then I'm like, I just look like an angry lesbian like Fortune Feimster or something.
Fortune Feimster.
So anyway,
she seems very lovely. Now,
she is a very
she doesn't seem angry.
not an angry.
No,
No,
she's not angry.
She's not.
No.
But anyway, I am very warm, and so.
Well, yeah, I think we covered everybody. Erica didn't really have much to do.
Erica I think
snark a little bit.
Yeah, I think until whatever happens with her and Dorit this season, I don't think she's gonna have anything to do.
Or we see her man.
Right. I don't.
Yeah.
John,
not Shrek.
Yeah, but I didn't want to say his name. I didn't want to call him that.
I said not Shrek.
I know, but you're speaking the name.
I am sorry. I didn't need to dead name him.
Well, it's not that. But anyway, yeah, I guess we've talked about everyone.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it more next time.
Until next time.